that time of night. Let me get our chat set up per the usual, guys, per the usual. And then we will move on. We will get the bench moving, get some weight moving. We're feeling good. It's Monday. So, you know, usually warming up on Mondays. But I'm gonna get the chat rolling first, guys. I'm gonna get the chat rolling first. And then we'll figure out where we're at today. So, and we'll figure out where we're at. Boom. All right, I think we're up and running. What's up, Random? How's it going? All right, let's get some weight mounted. All right. Let's warm up. We're going to get 155 for the warm up today. We're going to go 155 for the warm up this week. I want to try that warm up out. So, just see how it feels. I've been playing with different warm up weights recently. Just trying to like feel it out and see what I want to be using right now. 165 is what we used last week, and 165 felt pretty good, but it didn't feel like amazing. So I think 155 will be the play. Oh, hell. Ooh, what's up? What's up, Random David? Who else is in here? Bryce. They're quick like that, Bryce. So, all right, we got 155. We're gonna warm up with this, and then we're gonna move on. All right, let's slap some weight up. Quick 7, just get the blood flowing. I've already got my pre-workout running, so. Yep. Yep. Nice and easy. I figured I realized what you were trying to type. Let's slap a couple more, another plate on each side. I want to warm up fast tonight. I've been liking the way the quicker warm-ups feel. So, well, I'm glad you're here, David. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. I don't think I've ever heard of that, to be fair. But I haven't watched a lot of things, so me not knowing about it isn't uncommon. Me not knowing about it isn't uncommon. It's pretty common that I don't know about things when it comes to TV. Glad to hear it, Bryce. I'm glad to hear it. Whew. All right. Let's grab this real quick. Triple, and then we might do like a pause on the first one, and then just a quick double. So let's do a pause and then two easy singles or 2 easy reps, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Just a quick 225 warm up. Still have that light busting me in the eyes. It's getting my vision all messed up. Maybe, Michael. I came in a little earlier for the possibility of a spotter. So there's no one here at the moment. Usually between 10 and 11, there's at least one other lifter. So usually between 10 and 11, there's at least one other lifter on here that comes in. So we'll see if we have someone come into spot tonight, which would be that's the goal. That's the plan tonight, is to have a spotter for a 370. But it is the day after Easter, so we'll see. It is the day after Easter. A lot of the time, it's busier right after a holiday because people skip the holiday. So, all right, we got 245, then we'll go 255. So, all right. Oh, we got to put the chat goal in too. I'll do that in a minute. We'll worry about that in a minute. I always forget. Always forget. I just like lifting. I get so focused in on my lifts. I would say weight training is king for sure. Calisthenics are fun, but they're only going to take you so far. Yes, I drink whole milk. Calisthenics only take you so far, Mask. Only so far. So. If you want to progress at a certain point, you're going to have to add some resistance to it. If you just want to be lean, that's cool, I guess. It just depends on your goals, I suppose. Depends on your goals, I suppose. My goals are a little different from, most. So. 315 is the next press. I appreciate it, Zabu. All right, 315 is our next press. We're still warming up, guys. Got to get it in. Let me check a couple chat things real quick. All right. Ooh. Let's get it in. All right, 315, quick single, continue our warm-ups, and then we'll move on. We'll get some heavier weight. Ugh. Just gonna get warmed up for the week, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yep. Let's go. Hey, what's up? All the way from Germany. I appreciate you stopping in. This is easy weight, Andy. We're not even close to heavy work yet. We're not even close to heavy work yet. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to heavy work here in a second. All right, let's add some more weight. We're gonna toss 10 more pounds on. Powerlifting for sure. All right, 325 is our next warm-up rep, and then we should be moving on to our actual working singles. So, ugh. But yeah, powerlifting is my gig, guys. I just enjoy powerlifting. Moving heavy circles is just such a pure thing. It's so much fun. So much fun. All right. Let's get it. 325, last warm-up rep of the night. Let's go. Felt good. Yeah, it felt really easy actually. We gotta slow down a little bit though, because if a spotter comes in, we want to be right around where we want to be when he walks in. So, all right. So we'll go up another 5 pounds. We'll do a 330 press, guys, and then hopefully by then we'll see a spotter walking in the door. We can do maybe a PR attempt. I'm not sure yet. Ooh. Hey, welcome, Alexander. Get the Domino's guy. So I don't want to like walk over there all the time and request the Domino. I feel bad pulling him from his work. I don't want him to get in trouble. Last time I kind of lucked out. They didn't have anybody there. It was just the one dude. I think they were closing up, so. What's David lying about? What's David lying about? I haven't seen him lie about anything yet. All right, let's grab it. All right. These are actually a little tight, believe it or not, Carl. They're size 13, but they're very close to being not big enough. So I wear a 13 typically. So some boots I could do a 12.5, but mostly we only close grip. We only close grip. So Edgar, we only close grip. All right, 330, nice and easy. Woo-wee! Let's go. 5'11", Carl. I'm 5'11". 177 pounds, 5'11". 30 years old. I don't do any cardio. I don't do any cardio. Unless I'm tricked into cardio. Yes, size 13. I've been a size 13 since I was like 19 years old. Why are you so concerned about it? Why are you so concerned about it? Let's add some more weight. These are very real weights, very real weights. Very real weights. 365 is my PR. 365 is my PR. That was 325 just now. We're doing singles at the moment. Definitely real weights. Mind you guys, I compete actively. I'm a competitive powerlifter. You can't fake them in chat. Can't fake them in chat. Or can't fake them in competition. Can't fake them in competition. So, this is easy work. We're still getting warm for the night, guys. We're still getting warm for the night. And this is still lightweight work. What do we have on here? Like what's that? 335, it ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Yep. No, my bench is heavier than Anatoly's. This is I think slightly, this is a bright Anatoly's PR is this weight right here. This is Anatoly's PR on the bench currently, if I'm not mistaken. This is what we just did. So, powerlifting, Matt, it's a lot of singles, so it's all about moving the heaviest weight from point A to point B. So, no struggle, no struggle. Kilos here, this is, let's see. Kilos, this was 335. That's about 152.5 kilos. Somewhere in that ballpark. Yes, I'm definitely feel like I'm in some of the best shape ever that I've ever been in. 153, just short of 153 kilo. We're gonna go up though. We're gonna go up. Another 10 pounds. Another 10 pounds. Let's go 145 or 345. 345. Ugh. 345. We're going to go back down and do reps in a minute. I'm natural. I'm natural, definitely 100% natural. All right, 145 is the next press. We're not doing triples at the moment. Except me, I'm natural. I don't know what to tell you. They're not my gig. I'm a natural lifter. I compete in the Natural Powerlifting Federation as well. So actually both the federations I compete with are natural. So, all right. 345, let's go, let's go. Nice and easy, not bad. 345 moving smooth. 345 moving smooth. We could probably get it for 2 completely fresh, but not climbing like this. So, what's up, Bryn? Welcome back, Bryn. All right, let's add some more. Wait, let's go 350. Let's go 350. I want to go 350. No, I don't use clips. My back's fine. What do you mean? My back's fine. So 315, 325, 335. Am I overshooting here? I might be. Yeah, hold on. I need 350. Let's go 350. All right, so we need 2.5. I'm miscounting here, guys. Hold on. 350 is the next press. All right, 350. Should be this and this. All right, 350. 350 is the press we're about to hit. Ugh. Happy birthday, Martin. All right. Yeah, I could do Larson presses at 315 for like reps typically. So for reps typically. No, 350 is easy work. 350 is easy work. We'll be all right. No spotter needed for this. So yeah, I can take legs out for 315 for a couple reps. So pretty easily, pretty easily. I don't use a lot of leg drive, and I close grip bench, so taking leg drive out isn't a big deal. All right, I'm gonna grab this, and then we'll do some Larson presses. So I do remember you, doggies. I do remember you. Don't worry, I remember you. All right, let's grab it. All right, tree fitty, tree fitty. Let's go. Oh, felt good, felt good. Felt good. Tree fitty, about tree fitty. It was easy work. It was easy work. Did not almost die. I was doing fine. I was doing fine. I'm okay. Trust me. We're not even at PR level yet. PR is 365 at the moment. So now, so usually this is about where I stop without a spotter is 350. I usually don't go over 350 without a spotter. So we don't have a spotter at the moment. Yeah, we usually within 15 to 20 pounds of the PR, we don't go without a spotter. So we're gonna drop back down to 315, guys. Drop back down to 315 for a little while. Just do some play weight, some play weight. Just some play weight. Ugh. So someone wanted to see Larson presses. Is that what I heard? I heard we wanted Larson presses. I do a set of 7 at 155 tonight was my warm-up. Set of 7 at 155 is my warm-up. So, no, I don't plan. I can't fake weight in competition, so I don't fake weight on the bench. It doesn't make sense for me to use fake weights because when I go to competition, I've got to be able to move the weight. They're not going to let me use my own weight. So, all right, we got 315 on here now. Let me check it one more time, make sure I got everything. All right, a 315 real quick, and then we're gonna let's see, 2 reps. We might do 3 reps. We might do 3 reps at 315 real quick. 100%, right, Bryn's like, I want to use these plates. All right, some Larson presses. Someone wanted to see Larson presses. Felt good. Felt good. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, a little bit, Bryn. No tub. The secret, there's just good nutrition. That's it. Good nutrition and lifting heavy. That's what I do. I don't have a secret. I'm very out in the open about what I do. Whole milk and lifting heavy is my gig. Ugh. $320 with the rest on the plates. Yeah, it adds about 5, right? Just whole milk. Just whole milk. There's a big difference. There's powerlifting and bodybuilding are 2 different sports, right? But you are gonna build muscle with strength. They're not gonna not work together. So, said no tub. Yes, whole milk. I drink a lot of whole milk. I drink about 1 gallon to 1.5 gallons of whole milk a day. So, no, I eat a lot of red meat, a lot of other dairy products, a lot of turkey and chicken, a lot of eggs. So, all right, let's grab another rep here. Y'all want to do some bicycle kicks? Throwing some ab work with this. You guys ready? You guys ever seen ab work while you bench 315? Ugh. Felt good. Felt good. Felt good. Oh. Oh, yeah, the lights help a lot, guys. They do. Lights help a lot. They do. Hold on. Let me check a thing real quick. All right, cool. All right. What's up, Slash? It felt good. All right, we still got a few reps of 315 left. We did a triple with 2 Larsons We did a single bicycle kick. Let's do a 315 with a quick pause. That'll be our 5th rep. And then we'll do a double to finish off the bench for the night. So we already went up MC. We went to 350 today. We don't have a spotter. It's Monday. And we don't have a spotter. I came in early. There's no one here still. I don't know, maybe Easter weekend's got people staying home. So, all right, let's grab it. Oh. All right, just a pause rep on this one. And then we'll do another, maybe a Larson on the, I don't know, something on the next one. Another Larson. I have no idea. Yeah, we're just playing around with some work weight right now, guys. So this shirt, this tank top used to fit before we started bulking pretty actively. I got to get some new tanks, guys. I got to get some new tanks. I like this tank top. It used to fit a little better. We've definitely been bulking for a little while, though. So it's time to go clothes shopping, right? Not for this, Jimmy. This is easy work. All right, let's grab another one of these. I appreciate it. The bulk has been good. The bulk has been good. So, all right, we got a double. Let's hit a quick 315 double, and then we'll hit curls. So, the beard is back. I told y'all the beard would be back. It was just a matter of time. I'm never shaving it again. Never shaving. You guys got the one look at the beard. It's the beardless Chris, all right? You got one look at the beardless Chris. I'm back now. Like a week and a half. It hasn't been that long. All right, let's jump in it. All right, 315, quick double, and then we'll move on to the next thing. We'll move on to the curls. Curls is next. That's how we do. A braid. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know if that's gonna happen. All right, let me put the chat goal in. I can't bring the chickens into the gym. They'd make a mess. Chickens aren't a cleanly animal, guys. Go straight to 10. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put the chat goal in real quick, and then we're gonna go curl, guys. Give me 30 seconds. It's push-ups is what we decided today. There we go. All right, we pin that, and then we'll move to the thing. All right, let's go do curls. We're gonna do curls. We're gonna do let's do cables tonight. Cables are fun, right? You guys like cables? You guys like cables? Cables are always good. We're gonna do 3 sets on the cables today, 3 or 4 sets. So let's get a good angle here. Boom. We're gonna max the block out for those of you that are new. So we're gonna warm up with a block, and then just continue doing that. I'm just gonna keep doing blocks. I've been reading what he's saying. I'm not sure he's in the stream he thinks he's in. I'm not sure. He's welcome to hang out, though. All right, there's a decent angle. All right, let me grab our handle. We're going to do full brick curls with this for a few sets. So All right. I need to get a, hold on, I need a clip. Need a clip. And then we'll rack the block. Flip it on. And then I think I need to lower it one more. Hold on. Yeah, I need to lower it one more. Hold on, I gotta fix the chat 1 second. Yeah, I know exactly. My hamstrings have been a little bit sore over Easter here, so I'm a little twingy. All right, let's go. Nice little warm up. Nice little warm up. I'm gonna move this out one though. I didn't like where it was at angle wise. So, all right. We have marked, but we usually only squat with a spotter, and as you can see, we have this consistent issue. So I'm going to pan the gym real quick of no spotter. So we have this consistent problem. I even came in early today, but it is Easter Monday, I suppose. So we're just going to chalk it up to that, and hopefully we'll do it again. We'll come in again early tomorrow. I tried getting in here at 9:30, but there was music playing, so it causes issues. Because we got to find that balance between too busy to stream and not busy enough to have a spotter, right? So, no safety bars, no safety bars. All right, because it's always late. This is, you gotta realize I don't stream any earlier. I don't start streams any earlier than like 11 p.m. typically. Even this is earlier than usual. So, remember, I'm in the Southeast, so I'm on Easter Standard Time. It's nice and late right now. So, all right, another set of 7, full brick. Southeast United States. Like South Carolina, Georgia type area. Over by Florida. Everybody knows where Florida's at. I don't have safety bar. That bench doesn't have a safety on it. That bench doesn't have a safety on it. All right, another set here. Yeah, I stay on the East Coast. I mean, we have a power rack. I don't really like benching in the power rack, I'm gonna be honest. Where the spots are at that we can hook it up, it's like an inch or two high or an inch or two low. It feels really weird. It's not like it's not like a multi adjustment. It's got this set adjustments on the power rack, and it's always a little too high or a little too low. So it's awkward. So, what's up, rich guy? What's up? What's up? All right, another set of 7. What's up? What's up? Whew. Yeah, and for PR work, I mean, if I'm stuck in the power rack for like rep work, that's one thing. But for PR work, I don't want to be, having an awkward D rack or re rack. So. All right. Ooh, that popped off. Look at this. It like dropped perfectly for the clip to come off. Let's do one more set here because these don't feel very heavy tonight. So we're gonna do one more set here. One more set here, and then we gotta do shoulders, guys. What's up, Ryan? All right. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Well, these were all working sets. These were all working sets. It was an early stream. I tried getting a spotter, rich guy. I tried getting a spotter. But no go on the spotter. So, all right. We got shouldies we're gonna do, guys. Hold on. Shouldies. Who doesn't like shouldies? 100%, Brie. Yeah, Easter was a fun day. Easter was a fun day for us. We got plenty of family stuff in on Easter. I don't take a lot of days out of work. I'm my own boss basically, but I don't take a lot of days off of work. So, but I did take most of Easter off. So. All right, can you guys see that? I bet I can get y'all a little closer actually, hold on. Now that I can see where the plates are supposed to be. All right. There we go. All right, let's get our proper bench in here. I'm not gonna use this one. This one is a little wobbly, so we're gonna get a different bench in here. Little wibble wobbly. We don't want wibble wobbly. We don't want wibble wobbly. All right. That should be good. We'll see once we get in here. All right, a little 135 warm up, nothing heavy. Appreciate it, Night. All right. Nothing heavy, little 135 to get warm. I gotta go tank top shopping here soon, guys. The bulk is getting there. The bulk is getting there, right? The bulk is getting there. Tank top shopping. All right. Let's go. Set of 7, set of 7. Gonna go a little wider on the second grip. We went a little close on that one, so. It's a good problem to have, right, Prodigy? All right, let's add some more weight. Let's add some more weight. We're gonna go up. 155 for the next one. 155 for the next one. Feel good. Let's go. Another quick set of 7. We're going to do sets here tonight for a little while. Oh, we'll do a triple and then a single after this probably, actually. I'm thinking about it. Still warm-up day, right? 155, set of 7 overhead press. A little bit wider on the grip this time. We went close on the 135 for the warm-up. But we'll go a little wider, like a thumb. All right. Maybe not a full thumb, right about, maybe a half thumb. Yep. Easy work. Let's add some more weight. Let's add some more weight. Oh. The grip was fine. The grip was fine. All right, let's grab this real quick. All right, last warm-up set for the shoulders, and then we're gonna do our singles. So this is 175, 175 pounds. So this is like a few pounds short of body weight here. So this is just about body weight. We're gonna overhead press it real quick for 3. Nothing extreme. Nothing extreme. Nice and easy. Taking it easy tonight. Easy triple. Easy triple. All right, let's add some more weight. Let's add some more weight. We'll go 195. 195 is next. You know what? Let's go 200. Let's go 200. I like the number 200. 200 is a good round number. A good round number, right? Ooh. 200 overhead, right? Yeah, if that's your squat, I would love to know where you're powerlifting at, what federation, because you definitely got a couple of records. You definitely got a juniors record sitting there. With a lot of federations. I've got you by 3 years, Mark. I'm 30. Oh. What's up? What's up? All right. 200-pound overhead press. Shoulder vein starting to pop, guys. Look at that. Hold on. Can you guys see it right there? You got one here, of course. The lighting's terrible in here, but it's there. Right there. There it is. All the veins popping. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? Nice little pump going. Nice little pump going. Since I'm 30, what about being 30? No. My back and knees don't usually hurt. So, all right, 200 pound. We're gonna pop this overhead for a couple reps. So, it's always good to be in the gym. Always good to be in the gym. I appreciate the sub. It's always good to be in the gym. All right, 200 pound. Let's get this for a double, guys. 2 reps, 200 pound, and then we'll go up. Nice little shoulder press. Yep. Let's go. Nice and easy. 2-piece. Let's go. Felt good, felt good. All right. 225 is next. Let's go. Here. 225. Let's go. Oh yeah, about to do 225 NC, 100%. No, I'm natural stiller. I like both nights, so I'll do straight bar. I'll do like a barbell, shoulder press seated once or twice a week, dumbbells once or twice a week seated, and then do standing barbell once a week, maybe twice a week. Just depends on the day. But I alternate between the 3. So I'd say creatine and pre-workout. That's it. Martin is correct. Just creatine and pre-workout. All right, 225 is going up next. Let me get proper rest. Let me get proper rest before we hit this. Ugh. All right, 225 is up next. 225 is up next. I'm gonna slap this overhead right quick. Not quite a PR, but it's Monday, so we know we're warming up for the week. So it'll move. It'll move. It's probably gonna move a little slow, but it's gonna move. It's gonna move. We don't let gravity beat us, guys. Yeah! 225 moved super smooth. That felt easy. That felt easy. I weigh 177. I've been working out for 5 years. 5 years. All right. So that's what we're waiting. Let's go 230. 230. 230 is next. That we're about to do let's do 230. We might go 235. How does that sound, Michael? Just depends on what you're trying to hit. I've definitely gained a couple pounds. This tank top was not this tight. This tank top was not this tight. We're probably realistically 178 right now. Mind you guys, a month ago when I got sick, I got down to like I was below 170 about a month back when I got sick. So we had to kind of put those couple pounds back on. All right. I've still got visible abs though, guys, even on the bulk. It's kind of hard to see in the tank top, but they're there. They're definitely there. So, yeah, we're not looking to get, we're not looking to put a bunch of body fat on. I bulk clean. I clean bulk. If I wanted to put a bunch of body fat on, I could definitely slam down some calories and do that, but I want to stay as strong as possible for the weight that I am, right? So it's bulking slowly. Does that make sense? Just general weight gain, right? I'm not trying to put on 50 pounds by the end of August, right? I'm trying to put on, 170 to 205, 170. I was 170-ish when I started this. So what's that? 35 pounds by the end of the year total. So I do it in a way that I'm not gonna get a bunch of body fat. I want to stay in at the highest 13%, right? Right now I'm at 11 maybe, but at the highest 13%. All right, 230, 230. Yeah, let's go. That one was a little tougher. So here's the thing. When it comes to clean and dirty bulks, the difference is a dirty bulk helps you put more calories down more efficiently, right? So you're just dumping very non-lean calories. All my calories are super lean. So I could dirty bulk 8,000 or 9,000 calories a day if I was doing a lot of sugary stuff, but I'm not looking for that. So what we run into, we're gonna do rows next. We're gonna do dumbbell rows. It's gonna happen, David. Watch. It's gonna happen. All right. All right, let's go. We got, these allergies are killing, guys. They're not as bad as they were last week, though. Let's go 90s, 95s, 100s. That's how we usually do it here, right? So 90s, 95s, 100s. We're going to hit 3 sets of 7 per arm. So 3 sets of 7 per arm. Nice, easy dumbbell rows. Nothing super intense. Yeah. What are we talking about, SpongeBob? What's up with SpongeBob? I don't see anybody named SpongeBob in the chat. What's that, Julian? Skull crushers, 2 sets of 20 with 100 pounds. 100 pounds isn't too bad. I don't do anything over sets of 7, but 100 pounds isn't too bad. We've definitely done skull crushers more than that. It's a good weight though. You're not doing bad at all. You're not doing bad at all. But we don't exceed sets of 7 here. Hold on. I don't drink soda. How's it going, Amber? All right, 95s are next. 95s are next. Yeah, I don't drink soda at all. So it's time. It's time to work out. Post-Easter workout. This is your sign right here. This is your sign. All right, 95 for 7. Yeah. Nice and easy. Depends on what you consider all the way down, Julian. If you're talking about like a full range of motion, like all the way back, are you talking about like skull crusher all the way back? There's only so much range that's actually good. Pre-workout's feeling good tonight, David. Pre-workout's feeling good tonight. You're not you gotta do, what is it, you're doing skull crushers that deep, it's rough. Ooh. Now 35 pounds is solid. Everybody's in a different place with their workouts. Everybody's in a different place with their strength and their fitness. It's progressive. Everybody, whatever you're doing, as long as you're going into the gym and doing the most you can do, that's awesome. That's impressive. Most people aren't doing that. So, all right. One last set of 700s, and then we'll get our triceps in. All right. 100-pound dumbbell row. Let's go. Let's go. Whee! Oh, good. I take creatine personally. What kind of raise are we talking about? Like this? Is that what you want? I didn't see what kind of raises we're supposed to be doing. I didn't see. Not me. Why not me? That's fair. I don't blame you. That's fair. Depending on the raise, I was about to take you up on the offer. Anybody? That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's go. Let's go. Bring this in a little bit. Right there. Triceps, guys. One of my favorites, triceps. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I need to get a rope. Let's see. Let's see. Why is this all messed up? I'm on my way back, guys. Wonder. Does this machine work? Here. Feeling a little better. I'm gonna test that later. All right. All right, triceps are up, triceps are up. Why, what's wrong with you, Greg? What humanity ever do to you? Yeah, you count in humanity. You're part of humanity, to be fair. It's a very broad statement. Very broad statement. So we do have a heavier pull down we're going to start utilizing, guys. I tested it just now, and I'm going to test it a little bit later tonight. It seems like it's fixed. So we should survive using it. I don't know what was wrong with Greg. I only saw that he doesn't like humanity, which I'm pretty fond of humans. Been around them my whole life, actually. An hour cardio? Yeah, well, I skipped the cardio, to be honest. Cardio's not my gig. I appreciate it, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, Allison. All right. No, it's this. My elbow doesn't tend to pop, no. It could be the machine making the noise. My joints are in pretty good condition. So, they're in pretty good condition. All right. Yeah, we said that earlier, David. I'm gonna go tank top shopping probably the next couple days. I might order some. All right. Another set of 7 here. I've heard elbows pop while doing these. Some joints have a tendency to make popping noises. It's not necessarily a problem. Sometimes it can be though, but it just depends on the person. All right. My joints don't pop in my elbows like that. So, but you hear that? That's those hitting at the bottom. That's what you're hearing as far as a popping noise. They did, Mark. They did say that. But yeah, these tend to make a popping-ish noise at the bottom. Yeah. All right, one more set here, guys. One more set, full block for 7. Don't forget, we got a super chat goal tonight. 3 push-ups for every $1 of support. And some of that is, a lot of that's going directly back into that garage gym build we're doing this summer. So you guys are supporting a good cause. We're going to stream that as well, or parts of it. I might record it. It'll be a lot of filler if I stream it. So, why, David? David, this is like your warm-up. I've heard. This is your warm-up, David. Oh, we've got chewed on ropes too. Don't worry. They're here. They're here. We've got chewed up ropes too. They're somewhere in here. They might have gotten thrown out. Hold on. Here they are. They've been taped. You can't see the chew marks anymore, but someone got hungry for them at some point. Look at that. Someone got hungry for him at some point. Hey, I appreciate it, Nicholas. Yeah, so guys, that garage build is happening this summer. I plan on doing a time-lapse cleanup of the garage. It's so bad. My garage is full of crap. So full of crap. I've got boxes and old pieces of furniture. Got like an old AC unit out there. I got a bunch of crap out there that just doesn't get used. So I love my garage if I could use it, but I pile stuff in it like a storage and say, oh, I'm gonna go back in and move that later. Nope. Never happens. Never happens. Oh. How many sets was that? Was that 3 sets, 5 sets, 4 sets? I think that was 4 sets, right? We got rear delts to do. I think I'll get one more set of these. It just doesn't feel heavy. We're definitely got to switch. Yeah, we might. I might garage sale out the stuff. Honestly, I have a lot of like old stuff out there that I don't use. A lot of tools, but I'm gonna keep the tools. So I'm gonna keep the tools. Nah. What we're gonna do, David, is we're gonna move on to the other rack. I've been talking about it since last week, but I wanted to warm up over here. I'm gonna test it a little bit more tomorrow. I'm gonna like hang on it and see if it pops. So the machine's been funky for a while, so I want to make sure it's good to go before I start putting actual weight on it. And then we will be moving to that machine. That block weighs a lot more than this one. That one's single pulley, I think. So. No khakis. We will have khakis back on eventually this week. We don't usually do khakis on Mondays, I don't think. It's just whatever day I'm wearing khakis. I wear khakis like once a week. I wear khakis like once a week on average. So. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I gotta get our supporter on the bottle. We did get some support just a minute ago. I did say thank you, Nicholas, but want to make sure I get your name on the bottle. I appreciate the support. I do. Oh. What's up, Sarah? I close grip bench all the time. So NC, if you go back and you look at the grip, I'm almost always close grip. So if I can compare myself to any superhero, I don't know, Mark. Believe it or not, guys, I don't watch a lot of superhero content. I've never seen like I think I've seen one Marvel movie. Like I've never seen like Endgame or Winter Soldier or any of that stuff. So, it's a dragon. I got a dragon on that arm. I deadlift 3 times a week personally. I don't want to make a recommendation to you on stream, but. Being productive, yeah, that's usually. I've never seen Endgame. I've never seen most of the Avengers movies. I think I saw the first one, but I never saw any of the other Avengers movies. Rear delts, 55. No, he was here yesterday. Mossberg. He stopped in for the chicken stream yesterday. I've never had a serious injury. I had one time where I had a tweak in my neck, but it wasn't anything that didn't recover on its own. A little bit of heat and some ibuprofen, it was fine. We streamed super early yesterday because of Easter. They did enjoy their egg hunt. We got eggs with like toys in them this time, like the little like party favor toys. And we got some of the bubble guns. and we did bubbles. That was a fun time. Yeah, Jay stopped in and patrolled the chat during the chicken stream last night. So, all right, let me grab this 70. Yeah, let's go. No, I don't typically get sore. Once in a blue moon. Jay's around. Jay's around. I think he's just busier at night right now. So I know I'm natural guardian. Yeah, I don't know quite what happened. I don't know what quite that was all about. He's doing all right though. He's doing all right. I know he came in and said he was doing all right. So Jay's A-okay, it sounds like. He's probably just busy at night. Let's get it. Yep. Woo-wee. Oh, all right. All right. Those weights are about to fall off. I had to fix them. Rear delt, Julian, rear delt. Yeah, Chase has been in a couple times. Usually stops in for like 10 or 15 minutes every night. So, yeah, we eat the eggs that the chickens lay. Yep, 100%. Hundo percento. Yeah, that's no good. Nothing on the side of the highway ever ends well, right? Nothing on the side of the highway ever ends well. All right, let me grab this 100. Yep. Nice little 100. 100. We have a lot of regulars, Sarah. Most of them you'll see talking tonight. David, Jay, Bryn, Martin, Michael's a regular, NC, Jay, multiple J's. There's a lot of them. Chase. I'm sure I'm missing some, but there's a lot. Mark, yes, Mark is a regular. Grandma Sue, of course. What's up, Grandma Sue? What's up? I weigh 177-ish. Within a pound of that, either direction, generally. We're going to be up from there pretty soon, though. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to start saying 178. What's up? What's up? Another set of 7. Oh, other side, and then we're gonna do deadlifts. Yeah, deadlifts is after this. Deadlifts is after this. What's up, Steve? All right, one more set of 7, guys. Let me grab this. Yeah. Whoo-wee! Let's go. Just creatine and pre-workout. Creatine and pre-workout. Showing off, Bryn, showing off. I manage this gym. But I do not own this gym. Manage it, do not own it. That's your sign right there. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, we rotated it all week, Steve. We rotated it all week. Last week we did push-ups, we did dips, we did calf presses on the leg press. I think that was the last one we did, and we did sit-ups, weighted decline sit-ups. It rotated back to push-ups. We did almost one of every calisthenic last week. So it was by vote. Most nights, people voted on what they wanted. So, yeah, we should do air squats. We'll do air squats on the next one. Or maybe Wednesday. What's up, Coco? We could do box jumps. The roof is too low for muscle ups. That's an ongoing question. Why don't I do muscle ups? So, I'm not, and not that I'm like, I don't think I'm amazing at muscle ups either. I can get them done, but they're not fun for me. I can get them done, but they're not a ton. They're not like my best movement ever either. So you guys probably wouldn't be super impressed by my muscle ups if we could get more than 2 or 3. All right, let's get some deadlifts going, guys. You're about to make me work? The last week the push-ups are probably, I say push-ups were the second toughest last week. The sit-ups were terrible because I decided to do a weight vest at a decline. But the push-ups were definitely close second to the sit-ups. And I think the sit-ups were only that bad because I went decline with a weight vest. I didn't have to. I chose that and I regretted it. But I'll say push-ups generally wear on me pretty good because I'm always doing push work anyways. So, all right. Why am I getting a belt? We don't need a belt yet. I'm losing my mind. I just started deadlifts. All right, let's go. All right, set of 7, warmed up. See you, Martin. I don't think I've ever tried that version of a muscle up. Muscle ups really aren't my gig. They're all right. So guys, the thing about muscle ups, if you're not familiar with how to, I appreciate it, Steve. What's that put us at now? 67 push-ups already, guys? I really appreciate it, Steve. That's big support. It's 67 push-ups that we're at now. 67. And we're still not done with the workout. Lordy Lord. Is it 69? 67, isn't it? Total? He just added 60 to the total in that one move. One move, he added 60 to the total. Just like that. Oh. One move, 60 added. All right. 60 is a doable number, though. 60 is a very doable number. Generally set to 7 for most things tonight, yes. Yeah, push-up 60s is definitely a doable number. We did, 197 the first time we ran this? 490, David, 490. I think we tried 5 plates on, was it Saturday we tried 5 plates? It was last week we tried 5 plates and we got it, we broke ground, we got to about here with it, but wasn't able to lock it out. So, in a week it's a lot. 10 gallons probably. What's a gallon and a half? We'll say 8 gallons, 8 to 9 gallons a week, something like that, of milk. Just me personally. That's not like my household. That's just my personal milk intake. So, yeah, the calluses are healed. The calluses are healed. So, all right, 225. Let's keep the warm up going. It's gonna tip. We're not gonna do that. The plate started sliding off. I'd have to clip it if I was going to do that. Yeah, we're right there. We're right there at it. Let's go 315. How do you mean, Coco? How do you mean? I can definitely lift 225 with one hand. It's just a matter of these plates like to slide, and I didn't clip it. You can see those two are about 3 inches to the wrong direction now. So I think last week we did, the week before last, we did 3 plates, 315 single hand, but with a strap and clips. So it's always good to get your laundry done. I don't know if you mean cheat meals. I don't have any cheat meals. I just eat dairy. I eat a lot of meat and dairy. My diet's always very lean. So, yogurt and whole grain toast almost every morning. Sometimes eggs. I have whole milk, Greek, unflavored yogurt, 1 pound, and 2 slices of whole grain toast with about a tablespoon of butter. I don't really eat burritos. Sometimes I make homemade burritos, but so there are ones that are specific to each, but a standard barbell can be used for both, yes. So one of my favorite things to do, Jose, is slam the weights down. I do organic honeys every now and again, not all the time. So I don't do buffets now. We got a little bit of everything. Food Lions, Kroger's. Usually Kroger or Food Lions my go-to. Those are usually my go-to grocery spots. So, all right. All right, nice little single 315. Let's get it. Easy work. It's midnight snack time. No, I got my midnight snack. Hold on. Whole milk, whole milk. This is usually all I consume at night. I can get over himself. As long as you're not damaging the equipment, you're not damaging the floor. If you make some noise, you make some noise. Those are my issues though. I don't want, as long as you're not damaging things, if you make noise, you make noise. It's a gym, not a library. So I don't eat cereal, no. Sometimes some granola with milk, but it has to be just like regular granola, no added sugar. So not a fan of almond milk. Yeah, we don't do dirty bulk. We don't do dirty bulk. All right, let me grab another plate. We don't do any dirty bulking here. There it is. So most gyms should have reinforced floors. If they don't have reinforced floors, they shouldn't have deadlift platforms upstairs. Most gyms are going to have reinforced flooring on the second floor. If they don't have reinforced second floors, they shouldn't have deadlift platforms upstairs. There's no reason to be risking that. So, no reason to be risking that. All right, let's decide what we're going to do here. So usually Mondays I don't PR on the deadlift. I don't feel bad. I feel pretty good tonight, but I don't feel like absolutely on top of the world. I might go for it. Just think about it. We got a belt. We don't belt up until we go for anything over 400. So we'll belt up for this one. I mean, you can drink water while you're working out for sure. I choose not to. So, water isn't my go-to workout drink for a reason. Water, you're not gonna, number one, unless you're working out for hours and hours and hours, like 3+ hours, the hydration you walk into the gym with is the hydration you're gonna have. You should be hydrating before you go to the gym typically. So, because it still takes time for that stuff to hit your system and like actually hydrate your muscle and your cells. And if you're hydrating once you get to the gym and your hydration level isn't going to instantly spike, it takes time. We're going to try it. We didn't quite get it last week. What's the worst that happens? It doesn't come off the floor? Let's go. Yeah. About another minute of rest, we belt up, and then we'll shoot for it. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, you're not going to have an instant spike in hydration when you sip on a water. It takes time. 5 plates. This will be a 5-pound PR. Let's see what happens. Oh, we didn't get the chance to. 500 kilo tonight? Maybe not 500 kilo tonight. We're going to try 5 plates though. Oh, this will be a PR. This will be a 5-pound PR. We tried it last week, didn't quite get it, but we tried it last week, didn't quite get it, but I feel like we got it tonight. I feel like we got it. You know? I feel like we got it. Plus, it'll look awesome on camera. You know, that's the best part. We're slept well. Everything is right. So let me see if I've got a good angle on this, because if I get this, I'm definitely clipping it. You know what I'm saying? Once I get this. All right. Let's get it. Make sure the belt's the right adjustment here. Don't want anything messing up my PR. Yep. Dang it. No go. Whoo-wee! So close. It's so close. It's right there, guys. We're going to get it. We're going to get it this week. As soon as it went up onto my lap, I gave it back to the ground. No ramping here. That's $495. That's 5 plates. Just the lockout is all we need. We got to do some more rack pulls. So, I don't know. It might have been better than last time. We're close. We're so close, though. We're so close. That'll be ready for our next comp, though. We'll have more than that in our next comp, which is awesome to know. So, oh, there's no week off, David. It doesn't happen here. Pounds, 495 pounds. Kilos, that would have been a different beast, Huey. That would have been record. That would have been world record for my weight class, like well over the world record. It would have been close to world record in general. The rack pulls are a different beast. They don't look like much, but they are effective, aren't they, Bryn? They are definitely effective. Rack pulls look like such a minor movement, but rack pulls are a beast. So, all right. We're going to drop some weight on it, and we're going to hit a clean rep. And then, oh no, I kind of like the idea of doing rack pulls tonight. Y'all want to do some rack pulls tonight? We'll do rack pulls, and then we'll do our push-up challenge after that. It's definitely some effort involved, David. Definitely some effort involved. The third deadlift session of the week always feels like kind of troublesome, but I know that going into it, so I usually don't go over like 420 or 425 for the third one. So no, Ben. So with high weight like PR work on deadlift, usually one attempt is what you want to give it. Your nervous system gets so taxed. We're going to do rack pulls. I think we're going to do rack pulls tonight after we finish this. So, 490. It's literally 5 pounds short of this is my PR at the moment. This is just a 5-pound jump. But 5 pounds makes all the difference sometimes. All right, so let me get this out of the way real quick, guys, and then we'll drop this weight down and work on it. Those deadlifts are definitely a taxing movement. I quite enjoy my deadlifts, though. Ugh. Yeah, we're going to go 405. We're going to knock out a quick 405. Wednesday, we'll go for it again. We'll get it Wednesday. We'll get it Wednesday for sure. Wednesday, what will happen? All right. We're gonna re-rack this 405 real quick, and then we're gonna do some rack pulls. So. Yeah, those overhead log presses are pretty strong. All right, let's get this racked up. Let's get rack pulls started, guys. All right. re-rack your weights. It's the easiest way to re-rack your weights. It's much quicker when you put it on the rack first. Much quicker when you put it on the rack first. All right. So if you guys aren't aware, that training actually walking with the barbell like that, that is very functional. That is a very functional training method. You know, when you got to carry all the groceries bags in at the same time and you don't want to make a second trip, that's what that functional training's for. This is to make sure you can carry all the grocery bags in one trip. I don't eat chips. I do three main lifts, yeah, SBD. So, all right, let's get our rack pulls started, guys. We got rack pulls. Obviously, we need to work on our lockout a little bit. So we're gonna do some rack pulls to get that moving, right? So, grip strength training. That's actually what we're gonna do vaguely. Rack pulls is great for grip strength as well. Hold on. All right, we're gonna slap another plate back on here, and we're gonna start our rack pulls. I generally carry all the groceries inside myself. I just take them with me when I go up the stairs. All right, rack pulls are next, guys. I'm going to get y'all just a little bit closer. Have a good one, Mossberg. Appreciate you being here, boss. Oh yeah, rack pull time. All right, so for those of you unfamiliar with rack pulls, it's just like a shortened deadlift, right? So you either do it from it depends on what you're training specifically to work on. So since we're having, I wouldn't say an issue, but we're not quite getting the lockout at that fifth plate on the deadlift, we're gonna work high here. So it's just a small bend in the hip here, and it's just about working that lockout portion of the lift. A little bit heavier than I normally would with a deadlift, right? So I'll take a look here in a minute, Bryn. I ain't got the I can't pull the Discord up while I'm on the stream, unfortunately. I would. I 100% would. I will though after the stream though. Will 100%. All right. Quick. We'll do a triple. We'll do a set of 7. Let's do 3 because we're already warmed up on the deadlift. Let's do 3 here. Add a plate. Let's go. So, as you can see, I've never done that, David. I've never paid with Bitcoin. So, as you guys can see, the rack pulls are very, very targeted movement, right? So we're just working the top end of that lockout to get that 5th plate on the lockout. That's all we're working on right now. It's also great if you're trying to train grip. Grip strength is a great way to train grip strength as well. So, because you can pull it, you can pull it. My voice is starting to give. You can pull it and hold it. So. Well, because I've never paid in Bitcoin, I got you. I feel you. I understand what you're saying. I gather now. I gather what you're saying. I believe I gather what you're saying at least. All right, let me fix my my undersized tank top. We're gonna have to go tank top shopping tonight. I might just order some tank tops. I don't like shopping, guys. I'm not a big shopping person. I don't like going out shopping. So I like eating and lifting. Yeah, workout time, boss. Workout. We're doing some rack pulls right now. Just some reduced range rack pulls. We're just working on our lockouts. Generally, yes, Bryn, generally. I've seen some people that tend to be close if their grip is like giving up like pretty bad, and they're using straps. Sometimes their deadlifts will be similar if their grip is the issue. Once you take the straps away, but generally it should always be higher. So I've got some of that on my channel. I don't have, there's some home workouts on my channel you can check out. Hold on, let me grab this rack pull. Easy 405. We're just gonna pull this, finish, and then we're gonna add a plate. All right, let's add some more weight. This is not a home gym, no. This is rack pulls. This is $4.95. Yeah, so that's why these are so great. Is it's just that motion that is fighting me, right? Just that motion. What's up, Chase? Kind of late, but not too bad. Not too bad. We're doing rack pulls, Chase, and then we're gonna do maybe some legs, and then we've got I don't know if we're doing legs after this, but we're gonna do the push-up challenge after that. So we got a push-up challenge running right now. All right. All right, let's grab this and then we'll add some weight. But welcome back, Chase. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Are you doing well? We were just talking about you earlier, wondering if you were gonna make an appearance. Tonight. All right, $4.95, easy rack pull, easy rack pull. This is a high effort movement. It doesn't look like much, but it does. It taxes your system. So Bryn knows all about that. Bryn was talking about this earlier. Rack pulls are still a very taxing movement. Don't count them out. They work. Woo-wee! $4.95 lockout. We're closing on 400 on the squat. We're not quite there. I'm comfortable to about like 385, but depth starts to suffer once we get close to 400-ish. So depth starts to suffer pretty bad. On what? On this, we've done 595 on this, 585 on this. So, but squat's definitely my worst movement of the three, and that's because it's the movement I've trained the least. We just added full power like a year ago, and I just started doing heavy squats about a year ago. So all my squats were like mid twos for like sets of 7, just to keep the movement trained. And then when I started doing full power meets, I needed to add heavy squats. So, but my heavy squat went from like 250 at depth to like, I don't know, right now at depth I could probably throw like almost like I don't know about 400, but close. So we've added a lot of weight to it. So full power is all 3 lifts, right? You have push, which is bench only, push pull in competition, which is bench and deadlift, which is what I was competing at before I added full power. And then full power is bench, deadlift, and squat bench deadlift. That's the full SBD. So yeah, 100%, right, Bryn? 100%. All right, let's add some more weight. Let's add an extra plate. Y'all want to add an extra plate? All right, let's see how this moves. So this would be 585, 585. Uh, 585. 590. 600. That'll be 600 even. Yeah, squat would be my least favorite of the three movements, but I wouldn't say it's like, I don't hate squat. It's just, so whenever I do something, guys, I go all in on it, right? I don't ever do something halfway. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to put all my efforts into it. So when I was doing when I was doing bench only, because that's how I started as a power lifter, I went all in on bench. I love bench. And then I was like, all right, well, I want to do some push-pull because it gets kind of lonely doing bench only because there's not a ton of really strong competitors in bench only. There's some strong guys, but not as often. So I was like, let's add pull. So we did push-pull for a while. And then I noticed that it was even the same with that. There wasn't a ton of really, really competitive people. So I was like, well, we got to go full power if we really want to see the real competition. You know what I'm saying? So we went full power about a year ago. It was fun winning everything without really any opposition, but it was a matter of like, it gets boring after a while, you know? I appreciate it, Jay Slice. So, no, I don't bodybuild, I power lift. I am married, so that wouldn't do me no good having any of that in the gym. The gym is empty at the moment. I'm the only one here. It's late at night. So. All right. So, 600 even, 600 even. This one fought us last time. We're going to go ahead and yank it up this time. We're not going to let it whoop us, right? We're not going to let it whoop us. Bench is my favorite. Bench is my favorite. Let's go. All right, this will be PR on the rack pull. PR on the rack pull. Doesn't mean much, but it means something. All right, let's get it. Ain't no way. Ain't moving tonight. Hold on, let me switch grips. I might have to get the straps. Ain't no way I'm moving this tonight. We might have made too big a jump. Hold on. Oh. Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. I think I may be the wrong footing. 600's been our stopping point for these. I think that's what I'm doing wrong. I think rack pulls are it. I think rack pulls are what I need to start throwing in every other night. Maybe twice a week rack pulls. That'll help me get that 495 deadlift, that 5 plates. That's probably where I'm messing up. I'm not doing enough rack pulls. It's going to be a grip issue, guys. It's definitely going to be a grip issue. Let me get some chalk. Let me get some chalk. It's a grip issue for sure. It is heavy, but it shouldn't fight us this much. Shouldn't fight us this much. It's going to be a grip issue. I'm going to get us some chalk. I'll be right back. My hands are very moist. So. I wish I had straps. I just don't have any straps with me. Hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I can find the straps. We usually have a pair here, but I haven't seen them in a while. Let me see if I can find our straps, because I want to yank this. I want this to come up off the thing, but give me 1 second, guys. Ugh. Ugh. We usually have straps in here. I don't have straps today. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh. It looks like someone probably went home with our straps. So we're not going to have straps tonight. Debating on what to do here. The clock is correct, right? 11:55, yeah. Always, always. We might have to drop the weight. I don't know. 600 fought us. 600 fought us. So 600 fought us. I put a little chalk on my hands. I'm just gonna yank on it a little bit. It didn't even move off the rack this time. It moved off the rack last time. So let's see. Usually I don't do these after I deadlift. I'm not worried about hand blisters. I'm okay. It's mostly about the fact that the grip is rolling. So we're gonna try this one more time. I have a feeling it's not going to come off the rack the second time if it didn't come off the first time. But, you know, let's see. We got closer that time. We got closer that time, didn't we? We did, we did. Ooh, that was close. Hold on. Hold on. We might have something here. I think it was just footing, guys. I think it was just footing. No, it definitely started to roll in my hand. Let's think about this. I didn't give up. It rolled. It rolled. It slipped out of my hand. I promise I didn't give up. I don't give up on a lift. I will pass out. No. I'm very safe, but I don't give up on a lift. Go outside and catch the straps. Yeah. Let me think about this, guys. I promise I grabbed it tightly. I'm very angry at this bar right now, Michael. It doesn't sound like it, but this is my angry voice. Let me go get some more chalk. We just need more chalk, right? I'll be right back. We just need more chalk. Unluckily, all I have is like pieces of chalk right now. So we're going to have to crunch them first. Hold on. If I can, I'm going to try and crunch them in my palm and make chalk dust. Hold on. There we go. So luckily the gym has stick chalk for some reason. I didn't bring chalk because I don't usually use chalk outside of competition. But because I want this PR so bad, we're going to crush some chalk in our hand and we're going to make chalk, right? Oh, now I have to clean up. Darn it. 490 is my current PR on the deadlift. 490 is my current PR on the deadlift. We're crunching chalk right now, guys. Hold on. I'm making liquid chalk right now in my hand. What's up, Thunder? All right. So we got us some powdered chalk. So we got us some powdered chalk now. Christopher, it's either one works. Christopher is my full first name. Is my full first name. Most people call me Chris. All right, so that's about the best we're gonna get with the powdered chalk from chalk sticks. So I'm gonna go apply this somewhere where I'm not gonna make a mess on the floor because I have to clean it up. So I'll be right back. All right. We got our chalk hands, right? You guys see that? Hold on. The chalk handprints means we're ready, right? Means we're ready. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. We almost had it. We're still going for this PR. This will be third attempt, so I'm spent. But I'm gonna do it for you guys, all right? We're gonna try one more time. If not, we'll drop it. But one more attempt. We got plenty of chalk. No excuses, right? It helps reduce moisture on your palm, the chalk. So let me make sure. Oh, I've got too much chalk on my hands. Sometimes you can have too much chalk, so. All right, let's get it. Yep. Yep. Did I get it? I couldn't tell. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did that count? Was it high enough? I don't think I got it. I think I was a little low. Was I a little low there, guys? It started to slip, so I put it back down. For a millisecond, we'll try it one more time. Hold on. I got amped up. Let's go. Whoop, yeah! Nope, just the one. We're not doing it again. Nope. It felt good. We'll keep it. We'll count it, right? I'll look back and I'll double check, but I'm going to believe y'all. I'm going to believe y'all for a second. I'm going to let y'all hype me up on that one. I'll go double check it, but I'm going to be hyped for the night about it, all right? I'm going to be hyped for the night. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it as a win since you guys seem to think it was good. I'm gonna take it as a win. I'll check it tonight. But I'm gonna let y'all keep me hyped for the night. All right. Rack pulls are a lot tougher than they look, Julian. They are. So rack pulls are a lot tougher than they look. Imagine it like this, Julian, right? Imagine rack pulls is like doing the end of the bench. So just locking out bench weight. So imagine taking your PR, right? Whatever your bench PR is, and add, however much weight to it, right? Same concept. So, same concept. All right. We're gonna move back to this. This is just short. This is just a little bit more than our bench, than our 25. Let's add an extra 25 to it. We're gonna hit this for 3 real quick, I think. So. The handprints that's what helped us get it, was the handprints. It was the grip moving up the quad, right? So. All right, let's grab this. How much is this, guys? 405, 495, 44 or 545, 545. Yeah. Oh. All right, let's get it. 545. Let's grab this for like 2 to 3-ish. I don't know. Might mix the grip up. We'll go the other direction. I usually go the that feels weird. I don't like that. That didn't feel right. This feels wrong. This feels great. Wrong, great. Wrong, great. All right. I can feel the callousing right now, though. I'm feeling them right now. Let's mix the grip. All right, let's try this other weird grip. That grip's that's not right. Other grip better. Other grip better. There goes my callus. There goes my callus on the second one of those. The second one didn't feel as good, but the grip definitely didn't feel right. I'm gonna pull that callus off before it tears. Oh, we teared a lot of calluses on my last one. All right, so I'm gonna work on these calluses tonight. Good Lord, guys. So if you guys ever wondered what it's like to tear a callus or two, oh, here it goes. Why is what on a bar? What are you talking about, Xander? Did I miss something? Oh no, it literally, that's not even like, that's just like my regular skin under there. That's all callus, Coco. That's all callus. I have very thick calluses. So very thick calluses. I don't ever peel my calluses unless they tear. So, but I've literally torn so many calluses. But we'll have to probably clip that one at some point, like clip it off. Absolutely no gloves. We have built-in gloves. That's why the calluses are so important. They're like built-in gloves. So now sometimes they tear, but you know, it be like that. I've worked in a lot of really physical fields over the years, and I've done a lot worse damage. So that is light work for some of the stuff I've managed to achieve when it comes to damage. So we got this push-up challenge, guys. I'm also going to work on this callus a little bit more. I want to get this callus off before we start the push-up challenge. So give me just a second. I didn't realize, I knew my callus was thick, but you don't realize how thick your calluses are until you tear one. And then you realize, like, that's got to be like a year's worth of callus tearing off right now. And we're not even like bleeding. So that's just new skin. Well, I'm not going to throw it on the floor, Dwell, but I'm not going to sit here and do push-ups on a broken callus. That sounds terrifying. No, it doesn't sound that bad, but what we don't want to do is we don't want to cause it to tear more while we're down there doing push-ups. But I'm going to go throw this away. I don't want to leave callus all over the floor. That would be rude. All right, let's do our push-ups. What's that, Mr. Whisk? What's wrong with the metal clock? What's wrong with the metal clock? Metal clocks are great. All right, so we got push-ups to do, guys. We hit, what is that? What did we decide that was? 3 for 1, that's 60, is it 67? 67 push-ups? 67 push-ups we hit with the super chats tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and knock those out. Our super chat supporters tonight, let me call them out since they were the ones that got me doing this. Hold on. We got Steve, of course, and Nicholas Phillips, our super chat supporters tonight. That's got us doing, we're gonna get as many in one set as we can get. So we got 67, I think I'm rounding up a little bit, but we're gonna do 67 of them. Let's knock it out. There's numbers on the clock all the way around. All right. Got that callus off, by the way, guys. We're all good now. I usually go to bed late and wake up late. So one set. We'll try one set. 67 one set. Who thinks we got 67 one set? Throw me some likes if you think I'm not going to get 67 in one set. And then once I do, the rest of you have to like it, all right? All right. Oh, the calluses are gone now, Coco. We're fine. All right. All right, 67, one set. Let's get it. Let's get it. $67, done and done. Anything got the timer on that? 67, done and done. Whoo-wee! Felt good. Those are definitely full push-ups. Let's get them up to 100. 67, one set. 67, one set. What's up, Silver? What's up? Whew. That was courtesy of our super chatters for the night. Oh, that was a lot. I tried doing them in one set because I wanted to make them more difficult. Oh. What's up, Joshua? We're going to do air squats soon. I do own a VR headset, yes. Appreciate it, vegan. Felt pretty good. We got to do some legs now, but let's see. Greg's in the chat trolling, guys. I see it. I see it. He's trolling. He's not even doing a good job. Trout for Ninja Warrior. So believe it or not, I did at one point do the application for Ninja Warrior, but I never finished submitting it. Not really my thing. At the time, I was a lot lighter, and it looked like it'd be fun. Now I'm a little bit heavier and definitely strength-oriented. I'm pretty good at calisthenics, but there's a lot of acrobatics involved, and I'm not an acrobatic type person. Ugh. Balance is not my gig, right? So I muted Greg. Is he still talking? I definitely muted him. I definitely have the grip strength for it, sure. But it's still a lot of acrobatic work, and that's not my gig. So no, someone else named Greg. I don't think Greg Duchette's in the chat. Maybe he is. Maybe he's hanging out in the chat. Never know, right? Never know. We're about to hit a set on these quads. We're gonna go full brick for 7 and get warmed up. So get warmed up. 365 is my bench PR at the moment. 365 is my bench PR at the moment. Oh, that's way back there. Holy crap. All right, quick set of 7, just for the giggles, right? So, yeah, 100%. So, 1 inch taller than me, they're like 4 adjustments farther back. It's usually how it looks, right? Yeah. Whee! I don't plan on doing any MMA fights. I don't think. I think you have to work towards those. Like you have to do other things to get involved in actual MMA fighting, right? It's not like you just walk up and hand them cash. It might be you'll just walk up and hand them cash, like I want to fight. Maybe that's how that works. I appreciate the sub. A solid bench, solid bench. Oh, 365 is my current PR. I weigh 177, 178 right at the moment. I'm 30 years old. All right, let's grab this. Another set of 7 full brick. We're going to do the process of the home gym, 100%. You guys will get to see me put it together this summer. I'm thinking we're going to start next week. It'd be the earliest we start because I got to get a different camera to do it because I'm gonna record long form videos for that because obviously doing it live would be tough. There's going to be a lot of dead time. I'm planning on doing that long form. So. I plan on doing that long form. We'll probably do like a time lapse on the cleanup here soon. I'm gonna do a garage cleanup first because it needs to be cleaned. Yeah. 3 sets, full brick for 7. We're setting up a personal gym this summer, but we haven't done yet. So, haven't done yet. That's an interesting take, Larry. It's okay. Not super concerned about Larry's opinion, to be honest. It's that time of night. The trolls are coming in. Trolls are coming in. It's all right, though. I'd rather be a goofball that benches 365 than someone that sits on the internet trolling at midnight on someone else's fitness stream. It's the milk's here. The milk's here, 100%. It's over by the rack. Oh, it's over on the crunch machine. I put it up there earlier. God bless. All right, let's grab this. What, trolls, Thunderlord? I'll call out the trolls all day. Why would you troll someone's stream at midnight, a fitness stream? What does that gain you? What does that gain you? And this weighs more than your bench PR, Larry, so that's... I've got your deadlift on the shoulder, on the chest fly. Do better, Larry. Do better. That's solid work. That's solid work. Thunderlord, your chats I wouldn't consider trolling. Uh, 210. It's just whatever the brick has. What's up? What's up? All right. I am a competitive powerlifter, yes. Appreciate it, Thunder. I'm doing all right, OG. I'm doing all right. No overtraining here. This is light work. Light work. I don't know what to tell you, Bobby. That seems like a personal problem. Seems like a personal problem, Larry, or was it Bobby? I've never done World Strongest Man comps. They're interesting. A lot of cool lifts. So, no, full body every night, OG. Full body. $5.11. $5.11. That's what I thought too, Brent. I've never seen the game Gorilla Tag. They just never hit red lights. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. Here, guys. I'm gonna go rinse my hands from all of the stuff tonight. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Y'all keep Larry occupied. It seems like he needs someone to talk to. All right, nice clean hands, cleaned up underneath all those callus tears. They're not looking too bad. The calluses tore a little bit, but just like surface tears, so they're all still pretty intact. I don't really have breaks, but it just depends on how long you break and what your conditioning's like. So. I'm powerlifter. I'm a powerlifter, Marshall. Never played football. I'm still working on all these chats. Hold on, guys. We didn't do any. We did dumbbell rows tonight, but we already finished up the work for the night. Solid work, John. Solid work. I think Larry left. I think he realized he wasn't winning his troll. Oh, there he is. Goofball seems like his go-to insult, though. It's different, I guess. We don't get that one a lot, but still kind of bottom tier. I've heard better insults. We got to get our super chats on the bottle tonight, but let me pull chat up and then we'll work on that. That's good milk. All right, where's my marker? I mean, yeah, he's the one in my stream trolling. You know what I'm saying? That's on him. That's on him if he wants to sit here and troll. All right, let's get Nicholas on here, and then let's get Steve DL on here. So, I am a fitness coach. Yes, I am a personal trainer, but I'm also competitive. I'm a paid athlete and a personal trainer. Those are my two main gigs. I do manage this gym part-time as well. So, it's a 24-hour local gym, so they don't need a full-time manager, but I do manage it part-time. All right, Nicholas, I'm getting you on the bottle here. All right, Nicholas. There you are on the bottle. We're going to get Steve on here. When's my next? We got Steve DL to put on here. Let me pull chat. Hold on. My next competition is August. I think August. August is what we said, right? Yeah, August. And then we've got a competition almost every month at the end of the year. So. All right, let's get we got Nicholas on here. We're gonna get Steve DL on here. Yeah, we definitely we're getting ready for this this fall. We got a lot of comps coming up, and I'll be recording all of those for you guys, of course. Well, to the best of my ability. Sometimes I don't get the opportunity. Just depends on the meet setup. Steve, and then Steve, you're getting an extra side of the bottle here to get the DL on there. I don't know what the DL stands for, but it's getting its own place of honor, Steve. So, Steve, DL. And I'll color them in here in a second. And Nicholas on the bottle as our super chatters tonight. So. Larry seems to have a thing for my glasses. Should I be concerned that he's so interested in my glasses? I got the worst allergies. It's bad tonight. Nice, Michael. Yeah, so once we get, we got a competition in August. I want to say it's like August. Hold on, I can pull it up. I've got them right here. Let's pull up our meets for the year. Powerlifting. There we go. USA Powerlifting. All right, so USA Powerlifting. Let's check it out. Events. Calendar. Boom. All right, so this year we will be lifting. And here's the thing, guys. We're going to actually go. I might even do one in North Carolina this year or Georgia. I haven't decided yet. But they're just the ones I'm doing here in my home state of South Carolina we'll talk about. So we're not going to make it to the Words Have Weight one, which was June 7th, because that one was already full by the time I saw the roster. So I just missed it. But that's a cool meet. They do it every year. I really want to make it to one of those because people seem to like it. But we're going to the Palmetto Classic this year on August 16th. I'm not allowed to attend the Rookie Rise. I don't qualify anymore. You have to have like a certain amount of meets or less. I've already passed that. I've seen that also. Yeah, I'm familiar. So, and then it's definitely the South Carolina State Championship. That's the other one I can guarantee. So August, possibly October, and then November for sure. We'll be doing a meet in each of those. And then I want to do one in Georgia, because there's one in Georgia that I saw last year that I was interested in doing, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it yet. Where is it? Where is it? don't see it here, actually. Maybe it's North Carolina. Hold on. It might be in North Carolina. And then we have one in December that we're doing as well. So yeah, if someone gave $100, I would have to do 300 push-ups. Yes, that's the deal for the night. That is the gig for the night. That would take a minute though, wouldn't it? I don't know if I can get 300 in one set. We'd probably have to break that into a couple sets. That'd be tough. That'd be tough. You guys might get me on that, to be honest. I've never done 300 in a row. I can't say I've ever done 300 in a row. That's never as we would do our best to get the 300 done as quickly as possible, but there would definitely be a little bit of rest time on one of those at least. 152 is the most anybody's ever done in a row. But yeah, I never said I'd do them in one set, to be fair. 300 push-ups is a lot, Steve. We'll talk. Yeah, next time, Steve. Next time, not this time. I feel you. All right. My arms appreciate it. All right. My arms appreciate it, Steve. They appreciate the weight. I'm gonna be honest. I still need a bench more this week. I was about to look it up, Bryn. I can guess though. Hold on, give me a second. 97, Bryn. 107. How about this, Larry? I'm just concerned by your concern for my glasses. Put my glasses wherever I want. Maybe I'll wear them like this. Hold on. I can't see now, but now I'm gonna have to squint at the screen, guys. I can't see anything you guys are typing right now. Hold on. We are close to 400 on the bench. There's no way it's 10,507 in a row, Bryn. There's no way it's in a row. I'm going to look this up. I got to see, did they have a video of it? I only believe it if I see a video of it. World record push-ups. Let's see what we got. So most push-ups in 30 seconds. Stan Brownie claimed a record in 2020 for performing 53 push-ups in 30 seconds. There are people that claim more, but I guess they don't have the video. So 30 seconds. Is 53. Most push-ups per minute. Wikipedia listed the Croatian Krunoslav Budisilic as a Guinness World Record holder with 140 push-ups in 1 minute. Someone else claims 152 in 1 minute. But I don't think that's record holder. Recordholder.org website states that record claims up to 199 in 1 minute have been made, but not verified. So I think 140 is the Guinness, and 152 is the most. Sorry. Guinness record is 152 in 1 minute. Guinness record is 152 in 1 minute. So. The 152 in 1 minute. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Non-stop, most non-stop push-ups. This is the one that Bryn was talking about. The most number of non-stop push-ups is 10,507 by Minoru Yoshida from Japan. October 1980, breaking the old record of 7,650 by Henry C. Marshall of the U.S. from 1977. Guinness stopped recording non-stop push-up records, no rest periods allowed, and instead started recording most push-ups in 24 hours with as many rest periods as they want. I gotta find the video. There's gotta be a video, right? Nice, Pondering, nice. You said 200 pounds? 200 pounds on what? Hold on, let me pull that up. We'll pull pull-ups up in a second, but I want to see a couple more records on these push-ups. Oh, nice, nice. Solid stuff, Pondering. Solid stuff. What's up, Shady? About to hit chest. Solid work. It's a good day. Push-ups in an hour. The Guinness record for lists most push-ups in 1 hour as 2,919 by Jared Young of Australia. Performed at Matrix Boxing Gym in Queensland. 2,919 in an hour. I can tell you from experience, I did 1,000 in like an hour-ish, and that I was feeling them. So 2,919 is impressive stuff. I want to know what the form requirement is for these, though. I want to know what the form requirement, because I've seen what they allow for the pull-ups, and it's not okay. It's not okay. Because people will like cheat it to like they'll break. They'll bend the rule to where it's technically within the form that they allow, but not, so. "100% Pondering, it'd be awesome to see you at one." 2-inch push-ups. So I'm wondering if they don't have to go all the way to the ground, maybe, and they only have to get to 90 on the elbows, because if you can just do 90 on the elbows, you can burn some push-ups. But I'm not going to say that until I see it. Push-ups in 24 hours, and this is with non-stop, like as many breaks as you want, right? He averaged, before I tell you the total number, that's intense if it's full lockout. That's harsh on the elbows. So averaging 36 push-ups a minute. Most push-ups in 24 hours was by Charles Servizio. Achieved 46,001 push-ups in 1993 at Hesperia. He actually stopped at 21 hours and 21 minutes. And there's a video of it. I'm going to pull the video. I'm going to do the video. I'm going to look at what these look like. There is a video of it. This is how I'll know the full extent of, are these actually like formed push-ups. So it looks like he has to go to 90. He is locking out his reps. So lock out reps to 90 degrees. But it doesn't look like he has to break 90. So, is he doing them? Okay, he's doing them from a full plank at least. But he has something under his knees. He has something under his knees. So I think you can have a knee support, like some kind of knee support. That seems like it eases it up a little bit. He definitely has some kind of like block that he like uses to measure his depth, I think. Maybe it's not a support. I don't want to say it's a support without being able to tell. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. All right, so let's go. Pull-ups. Pull-up records. All right. All right, Guinness World Records pull-ups. Let's check it out. I'm doing solid. I'm doing solid. All right, let's see. Looks like Truett Haynes. 24 hours. I want to see a couple guesses. No one checked Google yet, right? What do you think the 24-hour pull-up record is right now? $10,000 NC, is it? It's not quite 10,000. It's a lot. 8,100. 8,100. No, sorry, 8,600. 8,600 right now. It's actually broken by Gary. Gary Lloyd broke it. 8,600 in 24 hours. He described it as an emotional roller coaster, which I think is fair. I think is fair. Emotional roller coaster is probably how I would describe it. All right, see you, David. I just saw that. See you, David. $8,600. Why did 23,000, Bryn? Look, not everybody can be you, Bryn. All right, we know you're killing it. We know you're killing it, but not everybody's hitting 23,000 pull-ups. All right. How many one-handed? I wonder if there's a one-handed pull-up record. Hold on. Hold on. I want to see what this guy said he was doing for training. For weeks, he would do 2,000 pull-ups every day of the week. 14,000 pull-ups a day. 14,000 pull-ups a day. Yeah, that was his training regimen. 2,000 pull-ups a day. 14 a week, 14K a week. That's nutty work. That's nutty work. You imagine the constant pain, right? That is top tier work. One arm pull-ups. Let me check it out. All right. World record. I don't know if I trust this random YouTube video to be the actual world record. Maybe it is, but I'm going to go with it probably isn't. Because there's like 3 other videos that say the same thing. Have a good one, Marshall. Let's see. Guinness most one-arm pull-ups in 1 minute. You ready? The most one-arm pull-ups in 1 minute is 35 and was achieved by Li Zexuan from China. I can't pronounce that name. Shenyang, I think is the city. But yeah, 35 in 1 minute. 35 in 1 minute. I feel like pull-ups are significantly harder than push-ups, though, for most people, right? Am I incorrect? I mean, I have a lot of clientele. I've trained a lot of people over the last few years, right? And I almost always, push-ups are something that people kind of get pretty quickly if they're trying to get them, at least a couple of them, or at least a version of push-ups, whereas pull-ups are something people struggle with constantly. So push-ups can be difficult for people, but they usually get them before they get their pull-ups. Pull-ups are almost always more difficult, at least from what I've seen for people. What's up? All right, let's see what else we got here. So that was pull-ups, one arm. Let's see clap pull-ups. I wonder if there's a clap pull-up record. Please don't spam. 30 clap pull-ups is the world record. Hold on. I've got to remove this guy from the chat. Hold on. Boom, that easy. All right, remove from the chat. And then let's go back to what we were doing. Let's go back to the more fun stuff. All right, so clap pull-ups, I think it's in 1 minute, is 30. 30 clap pull-ups in 1 minute is the world record right now per Guinness. Blake Augustine from Missouri. Missouri, USA. Muscle up record? I could find out. I don't know. The most muscle ups in 24 hours, it's the 24-hour record, was broken actually recently in Spain by Alejandro Soler Terry in La Marina, Spain. This is recent, it was broken, December 21st, 2024. 1,726. That depends on who you talk to, Steve. That depends on who you talk to. 1,726 is the most muscle ups in 24 hours. That's a lot of muscle ups. I can find blinks and then we'll look up deadlifts. Hold on. I kind of want to know the blink record too. Because I wonder what they're listing as the official deadlift record now. Because there's been a couple people that have set a new deadlift record. So we're going to go look at that. Most blinks world record. It exists, I'm sure. How do you... Most blinks, they have a 1 minute. They have a 1 minute. They probably didn't do a 24-hour version, which I don't blame them. Oh, sorry, it's 30 seconds. 30 seconds, hold on. So the record is for 30 seconds, most blinks in 30 seconds, and is held at 207 times. 207 times. Hold on, guys, I gotta adjust the camera here. We're gonna pull up the deadlift here in a second. 207 blinks in 30 seconds. It seems like a lot of blinks. I bet I could beat it. I bet I could beat 207 blinks in 30 seconds. No, maybe not. That seems really... It sounds... Can you wear out your eyelids? All right, let's look up deadlift real quick, and then we'll talk about the blink thing. So, obviously, Eddie Hall is like the in-competition deadlift holder, right? But there's different types of deadlift records, guys, because that's a world's strongest man record, technical world record, right? And then you have Thor's, which was done with professional judges, but was done at a home gym with calibrated plates. But then you also have equipped deadlifting, the difference between equipped and raw deadlifting, a powerlifting deadlift, which is a little different. With powerlifting, you can't ramp at all, and there's no suit when you do raw, right? So it's a different gig. So it just depends on what kind of deadlift you're talking about when it comes to that, Steve. The elephant bar, yes. I feel like you'd have to blink into a camera and watch it back at like half speed, right? All right, let's see. So we'll look up well, obviously Eddie Hall with 500 kilo, but you got 501 kilo with Thor. But I'm gonna look at the deadlift. I don't remember what I think there was one set recently. It might not have been super recent, but it was recent enough. I want raw deadlift though. I don't want equipped. The raw record right now. Raw deadlift. Raw deadlift. At 1,074 pounds at the WRPF American Pro. Set by Danny Grigsby. That is a raw deadlift, though. That is a raw deadlift. So no straps, no ramping, none of that. But I want to know, is it sumo? I'm going to look it up. Let's find out if it was sumo or not. I've never actually, I don't think I might have, it was definitely sumo, which is unfortunate, but it'd be like that. You get chalk, but no straps. Ah, sad. That was sad that it's sumo, but it'd be like that sometimes, right? It'd be like that. It's still a lot of weight regardless, don't get me wrong. And the range of motion, I'm looking at it right now. I'm not going to take anything from him. I'm not going to talk crap about it. It's still a lot of weight, but sumo just isn't as impressive. I'm sorry. It just isn't. It's impressive, but not as impressive as it would be from a conventional standpoint. The range of motion is just so small. It should be its own lift. Okay, so the Eddie Hall Thor debate is still a real big thing. Who holds the record, right? And in my mind, it's Eddie Hall holds the official record. But I do think Thor lifted the weight. I do think Thor lifted 501 kilo. I believe it. And here's the thing. Look at Thor's recent powerlifting deadlift attempts, like his raw deadlifting attempts. 100%. I'm still going to break records. What do you mean, Michelle? I plan on breaking records. If you don't have high expectations of yourself, I don't know what to tell you, Michelle. But yeah, so I think 100% that Thor did deadlift. I think it might be the computer, Steve. It has like a little fan on the bottom. I'm definitely natty. But yeah, I think Thor's deadlift definitely happened, but I don't think I don't think it should be counted. It wasn't in competition. I'm sorry. Gym lifts are gym lifts. That's the rule of the world when it comes to lifting. He had a suit and straps for his 501 kilo Bryn, but he recently attempted 500 kilo with raw. He didn't quite lock it out, but he got closer than most would think. He did recently attempt it. And that's why I think it has more credence to the fact that he could do it in a suit. Because if you can almost hit it raw, you can definitely hit it in a suit. Mitchell Hoover is ridiculous. He's strong as shit. I believe he was in a deadlift suit. I think Eddie, almost 100%. I'm almost sure. 99% sure Eddie was in a deadlift suit. I would hold the computer up to the camera, but that's a lot of extra work. Now, Michelle, you should have higher expectations of yourself, I guess. Higher expectations of yourself. It's going to be a powerlifting record for sure. I plan on breaking bench records. I plan on breaking deadlift records. All of them. All of them. If I got to tear 1,000 more calluses to do it. That's an opinion. It's an opinion. Or that's a statement, I guess. I don't know. My progression has been pretty good thus far, so. That's great for you to believe, Michelle. I've never met him. No, I've heard of him. I've seen his videos. You know, all those guys at some point started training. That's a thing that happened, and they all had their first 5, their first 10, their first 15 years of training. That's just how it goes. It's all progression. So all those guys would have had the same comments, you know, in their first 5, 10, 15 years. So, but it's about having high expectations of yourself. High expectations of yourself. And not only do I plan on doing it, I plan on doing it natty. So I plan on doing it naturally. So, but you guys can continue to believe what you want. I don't need your help. I need your support if you're going to be hateful. That's okay. I'm going to do it naturally. Have high expectations of yourself. That's okay. It's okay to have high expectations of yourself. It's what keeps you fueled. So, give you an idea. So, 5 years ago, I appreciate it, David. We'll knock out those push-ups. Hold on. 5 years ago, I was 100. Appreciate the support. I really do. Let's get you on the bottle as well before we go out there. I was 117 pounds fresh out of surgery, right? 117 pounds fresh out of surgery 5 years ago. Never sat in a gym for more than 5 minutes, right? Yes, you can. 100% Caucasian. Never set foot in a gym really, other than maybe a treadmill here and there. I didn't know what I was doing. And then I had surgery. I had my thyroid removed. And I went from 117 pounds in 5 years. 5 years. 117 pounds. I've been training for 5 years now. I'm 30 years old now. I am now 177 pound body weight, right? My bench went from 70 pounds at that time to now almost should be 365 pounds. It's 365. I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought. 365 pound bench from 70 pounds in 5 years naturally after having surgery, right? And it's continuing to progress at a rapid pace. It hasn't slowed down. So at that current rate, we will hit records. That's just how it is. And I do it naturally. Right now, I have well over a double body weight bench in my first 5 years of training, naturally. So, all right, let's grab this. David's going on the bottle, and then we're gonna hit our push-ups. David's on the bottle. Let's go hit our push-ups. But that's all perspective, though. Like you got to realize that if you don't have high expectations of yourself, you're not gonna succeed at whatever you're trying to do. At least not to the fullest extent. So. My deadlift was probably like 135 pounds 5 years ago. So my deadlift was probably about 135 pounds. I think that was the heaviest I'd ever picked up off the ground 5 years ago. Now we're, 5 pounds short of the fifth plate. We're at 490. So my total went from like less than 200 pounds to, like 1,300 pounds. Like 1,300 pounds. All right, we've got to hit these push-ups. We got to hit these push-ups, guys. In 5 years, mind you, naturally. While I was recovering from surgery, mind you, for the first however long, I was out of surgery for the I was like 2 or 3 months out of surgery when I jumped on a bench for the first time. So So if you take my progression into account and the speed at which I progress naturally, I will be hitting records, and I plan on hitting records, and it's only getting easier. It's not getting harder. So. All right, we've got to add some more push-ups to our. We've got 15 push-ups. What kind of push-ups do y'all want? We got to make these interesting. We got to make these interesting. 15 is a low number for push-ups. We're going to break a deadlift record. We're going to break a bench record. And I plan on breaking one of each, man. I have high expectations of myself. Everybody should. What kind of push-ups do we want for these 15 push-ups, super chat push-ups? Prison push-ups? I don't know if I've ever done a prison push-up. Diamonds. How about this? Y'all want to do, let's make them hard. Want to do one arms? How about one arm, one leg? One arm, one leg. We'll have to do 7 per arm, I think, but one arm, one leg. How about that? It's been a while since I've done those, but they're doable. Let's see if I can still do them. I think should be like this. Ooh, felt fun. Whew. There's no max natty body. It's just how hard are you willing to work? How hard are you willing to work? That's all it is. That's all it is. We did one arm, one leg, Steve. One arm, one leg. We just did one arm, one leg. Ugh. All right, I gotta get my thing fixed. Why do you feel sorry for me? There's no reason to feel sorry for me. I have a great life. I'm not suffering in life, I promise. Not bragging, I'm not gonna act like I'm hurting. I live life to the fullest extent every single day. Every single day I enjoy my life. I have no qualms with how everything is going. I'm not saying that there's never a problem ever, but I'm definitely not distressed. I'm doing well. Well, let me put my chat back up. I appreciate the support once again, David. Who's that, Xander? Who are you talking about? I appreciate it, Ghost. I don't usually prep my meals in advance. I just kind of eat all day. So it's weird to say a word. You should do better. No, I wouldn't get a neck tattoo. Not my gig. Not my gig. Word is a little bit of a hater. Word, I might need you to try harder, okay? You're going to have to come with a better troll than that. See, on this stream, we talk back. That's how that works. Where I know you're probably used to jumping into streams and saying whatever you want, but it's 2 clicks to get rid of you. So, welcome to the stream. I don't watch a lot of stuff, Xander, to be honest. I'm usually always training. It's awesome. I appreciate it, David. Always throw in some interesting push-ups and stuff for the super chatters, you know, for the support. Try and make things interesting. So, no, I've never been on a cycle. No, never been on a cycle. Not even a bicycle. No, I've ridden a bicycle before, but Nice, Ray. Solid work. Solid work. I'm gonna need you to do better. Where you're not even a good troll. What's up? Welcome all the way from Russia. Appreciate it. I'm good. I'm going to stay natty. I think that too many people are relying on enhancements to get to their goals. So, hey, Word Life, I want you to see something. You're in a Word Life. I'm going to do this. You're now in timeout, Word Life. Enjoy it. You're in the corner. I might unhide you later. Well, hold on. I'm going to do it like this. Hold on. I'm going to unhide you, Word, and then I'm going to put you in a quick timeout. I want you to think about what you're saying, Word, okay? I want you to come back a better person. I want you to think about what you're saying, come back a better person. You're welcome to be here as long as you're being kind. I don't have to put up with your crap. That's how this works. It's my stream. My stream. Remember that. I don't use white like granulated white sugar in anything. I don't do any added sugars. If I get sugars, it's naturally from the foods themselves. I eat fruit, but usually pre-workout. $60-kilo preacher, solid work. Right now, my bench naturally right now is 365. I'm 177 body weight. No, Xander, you're great. You're great. I can understand what you're saying. I might miss a message here and there, but I can understand what you're saying 100%. Yeah, I get all my sugars from like natural foods. I don't eat added sugar. So it's the same as lifting at any other age. You just kind of got to work into it. You got to make sure that you're not overdoing it. If you haven't been lifting prior to that, then it's something you're going to have to like kind of see what agrees with you and what doesn't, because your current fitness level is what's going to make the difference. So you've got to figure out where you are physically now and then work from there. Find your starting point. A lot of people jump into it and try and do these super intense workouts they find online immediately, and they burn themselves out super early. Figure out where you're at now and progress over the first few weeks into the harder movements. Keep it simple early is the best thing to do. I'm 30 years old. I don't get like regular blood work done. I get blood work every now and again, like normal stuff. So I have to get routine blood work done for my thyroid because I don't have a thyroid. So I got to make sure my medications are right. I take a thyroid med at night. So it's all good. Your English is keeping up just fine, Xander. I assure you. Your English is keeping up just fine. No, I'm doing all right, Caucasian. My nutrition's really good, so I'm gonna be all good. Never tried just straight bee pollen, no. Everybody, it's a little bit different as far as when you start showing muscle. I've seen people start to see more muscle. I would say give yourself like 30 or 60 days before you start really trying to like see any kind of real progression muscle-wise, because muscle doesn't go on as fast as body fat comes down, and if you have any body fat, you could actually see yourself lose body fat at the same time you're putting muscle on, and your size may not seem to change even though you're putting on muscle because you're reducing your overall body mass. So I recommend taking pictures when you start and then use those as your progression, and take good pictures. Take pictures of your body, like your arms. Take a picture of your waist. Close-up pictures. That way you'd be like, okay, let me look back at this and see how I'm looking difference, because you're going to see yourself in the mirror every day. A lot of people try and watch their progression and don't see it right away, but you're looking at yourself in the mirror every single day when you're working out. You're not going to see your progression as actively as other people, because you're seeing every second of the progression. Whereas other people that see you once every week or once a month or once every few days, they'll see you put on the progression. That's why most people notice that you're getting more fit before you notice it, because you look at yourself every day, you don't see it, Other people see you once in a while. Those are the people that will notice the big changes. So that's not quite how it works, Caucasian. Thyroid work. So when you're it's a type of thyroid issue. So I don't have thyroid. If you have more thyroid production than you're supposed to have, it could cause you to become leaner potentially, but it regulates like digestion and things along those lines. So, but it doesn't. I don't have like an escalated amount of thyroid. I was actually informed I should probably take more, but I take we left it lower. I don't have a thyroid, so now if I had full thyroid function, I probably could. People will use it to lean themselves out sometimes, but it's a different type. They use a different type of thyroid med, Caucasian. It's not the type that I'm taking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and that they definitely use it for cutting, but it's a different type. Yeah, it's for cutting, and it's a different type, Caucasian. There's different types of thyroid meds. For someone that doesn't have a thyroid, they're taking something different than what you would take otherwise. So, yep. So if you go and look at pull up like natural bodybuilding, like federations, powerlifting federations, you can actually type in what's legal and what's not based on their effects. And you can actually type in the different medications. And there are certain ones on there that are not allowed, and there are certain ones that are because they're not considered performance enhancing. So that's how you'd be able to tell. But they are for cutting because they'd make you, if you're super high, like high thyroid, or thyroid levels, you could see a cutting effect from it for sure. And it definitely doesn't stop estrogen production altogether. That's not quite how it works. Natty is essential to, yes, Caucasian. So it's very interesting when people come in here and claim I'm not natty, because it would be very funky to try and use gear with my thyroid not existing. So. But yeah, there's different types of thyroid meds, and there's definitely one that gets abused. Hold on one second, guys. So yeah, they'll use a T3 supplement. It's called T3. And it has a small cutting effect, so small fat burning effect if you're over your normal levels. So. But in order to put on mass, you'd have to be doing something. A thyroid, no matter how much thyroid med you're taking, you're not going to you'll actually probably shrink before you'll swell, and it'll be very slight effect. It's like an acute cutting thing. It is not good for you. Like going that high on thyroid just to cut fat, it's going to be it's not even a very significant process. So. I haven't had any really bad injuries, to be honest. I've never had a severe injury. I've had stuff that's like made me take a day off, but nothing major. I appreciate it, Xander. But yeah, no injuries. I don't really have an opinion on that Caucasian, to be honest. I don't know enough about him. I weigh 177. But yeah, I don't recommend. I'm a natty, 100% natural. I don't recommend anybody going on any kind of performance enhancers. It's just not good for you. I do not consider myself science-based, no. I do not consider myself science-based. I've seen better gains without the science-based stuff than without going 100% science-based. So I continue to do my program, which is not 100% like science-based. Everything's based in science, guys, by the way. It's just this new science-based movement that's kind of overdoing it. And I'm not talking about Jeff in particular, because I don't really watch his stuff, so I couldn't tell you how much he's like overdoing it, if he is. But there are a lot of science-based lifters that are like, you have to be super strict with all your lifts, right? And it's not always ideal to be super strict with every single lift and have this like, you got to get the full stretch on every lift. No, there is times when that's not ideal. It exists. So it definitely exists. I appreciate it, Xander. I appreciate the sub. It's not always ideal to be super strict with your, like a strict curl is not always the best curl version. A strict row, you know, is not always the best row. It's just, there's other ways to build strength. Sometimes a cheat curl can be super effective for building strength and even size. It just really depends on what you're doing that day. A cheat curl is not a bad thing. You don't have to be strict with every lift. Now, there's a way to be like do these right though. So yeah, so a lot of the time people are like, you're not locking out your bench every time you rep, then you're not getting a full rep. Where that's not true, and that's actually detrimental in a lot of cases. So so when you lock out on your bench, all you're doing is, you know, locking your elbows. I mean, it's very little difference in the movement other than the locking of your elbows. And you're going to wear on your elbows over time doing that over and over again. And you're actually reducing the amount of time that your chest is under tension, under pressure from the weight. So you're actually not getting more, you're getting less by locking out every single movement. So, and I know there's a bunch of science-based that are going to be like, no, that's okay. You do what you want to do, but I'm telling you, I've seen the best bench gains, and I don't lock my elbows back for every single bench rep. It's just not, it's not ideal. So, I am a powerlifting coach, yes. Yeah, you want to get to a near lockout, but not quite like locking your elbows back. Same thing with push-ups. Any pushing movement, your elbows don't need to completely lock out to get the most out of the movement, and it's just going to wear on your body. It's just going to make your joints hurt over time. That's all it's going to do. If you ever hear those guys that are like, yeah, I used to work out all the time and then my elbows and my knees started hurting, it's because they were locking out their joints constantly on these movements because it was the way they want to do it. So it's like, this is the ideal way to do it because full lockout is a full rep. Yeah, okay, and I'll still be working out and I'll be stronger and you know, not have elbow pain. You know, so it's one of those things. Like, it's very little gain from it, if any, most of the time for the additional wear. So. Braylon, I'm pretty sure you're the one that came in here and said you were 14 earlier with a 500-pound squat. Like I said, if you're doing that, I think you probably have a coach helping you at this point. You might want to talk to your coach. Sleep is super important for recovery. Sleep is super important for recovery. Sorry to hear that, Tay-Tay. I'm sorry to hear that. Everything will get better. Everything will get better. Keep your mind right. I don't focus on much of anything, Haro, when I'm lifting. I just, you know, fight gravity. That's I kind of go in a blank mind space, just zone in. I work out I work a full body heavy workout 6 days a week. 6 days a week, James. Yeah, it's just weight. At that point, it's just gravity. We're fighting gravity. That's the whole goal when I'm underneath that bar. There's no other thought process behind it. So, what's up, doggies? chest. Chest is my favorite because I'm really good at the bench. So whatever I'm really good at is going to be my favorite, right? So, but yeah, chest. My bench is my specialty. I overhead press, yes. We did 230 today overhead seated. I do not own a sports bike, no. What time is it? It's getting a little late, guys. We're probably going to call it here for the night. So it's time for me to get some sleep. And then we do standing about once a week, Jay. I do dumbbell press, incline, and I do shoulder dumbbell every now and again. So dumbbell shoulders press, we're good for about 100 pounds for 2 or 3. Probably two for 100-pound dumbbells shoulder press. And then at an incline press, we can rep the 7s. Like an incline bench, we can rep 7 reps of 100 for sure. Maybe more, probably more. So, but yeah, it is time for me to get some sleep, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping in. I appreciate all the support tonight, as always. And we will be back on tomorrow with another workout stream. It's a good time, fun time. I don't usually do flat dumbbell. I usually do flat bench with barbell. I don't do flat dumbbell. Anytime I do a dumbbell, it's either an incline or shoulder press. All right. But I appreciate you guys stopping out, and then I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do some more lifting. See y'all later. See you, Saray.